So how do you stay in front of your customers? Ever think about how they want you to stay in front of them? Have you ever even asked them? Let me tell you about an experience I had with one of my best customers who was an orthopedic surgeon, and it changed the way I looked at this concept forever. Now, I used to be able to stop in his office on Mondays. He had kind of a lighter, patient day, and I could check in to make sure that he knew I was thinking about him. After his practice grew a little bit, I knew it was better for me to catch him at the surgery center in between cases. I had to go there to check my inventory anyway, so I would just do that on days I knew I could see him. One day he was coming out of an operating room when I came in. He said, "Hey Jeff, walk with me while we talk. I've got to go see this last patient's family. I've got to go to pre-op and see another patient's family, and they're already waiting for me in the room next door. So thanks for stopping by. It's really good to see you. But you know what? Gosh, it feels like every time you come in, I have to ignore you, and that makes me uncomfortable. Can you just send me a text and we'll get a beer sometime or maybe play some golf? But it's just too hectic around here for you to come by in person." Now, I really learned something that day. I had been doing everything by the book, exactly the way I was taught. And it had always worked, but my customers' constraints had changed, and I needed to recognize that and adapt to it. So when's the last time you revamped your approach? You still forcing your old ways on your customers' new situations? Are you even paying attention to what's changing in their world? Well, there's something to think about. The funny thing is, once you do, you'll start communicating with them in terms of what's best for them, not in terms of what will make your sales manager's call report look best. Now, I think we can all agree which of those two people is the most important. Have I made you think? Want to hear a little bit more? I put up a new video like this one every Tuesday. You can subscribe to my channel by pressing that little red button right about there. YouTube may have moved it by the time you watch this, but I promise there's one on the page. You can also subscribe to my free weekly newsletter called The Parabola Press. You can find that at my website, www.parabolasales.com. And if you don't remember all the way back to high school geometry, it's in the liner notes, a real easy link to click. Thanks for being with me, and I hope to see you again next week.